Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Niche. We are back with our little Lion Pride challenge after we just had some beautiful twin girls. Alright, so I'm just gonna jump into another day. Alright, and it's actually raining, and I apologize for last episode. There was some sound issues, so the sounds were way too loud, but hopefully they should be fixed now. Alright, so over here, poor Zara, who was hurt by a cactus last time, is dealing with a bit of bugs, so we might have to move her away from that. And I think that she would come over here. Oh, this rogue male is still here. Alright, I do see the bird watching out over us. Just want to make sure that little Samira over here with her litter of cubs is being a watchful mother. And Taj is actually being a very watchful father as well. Looking right up at that bird and making sure that he does not grab his little babies. Alright, so with this rogue male here though, Taj might want to leave his mate's side, but it is so dangerous with this bird. And so I think Ashanti, kind of seeing that Taj is distracted, would deal with the rogue male herself. And then I'm just gonna have Zara attack this berry bush. So if anyone missed it last episode, I am allowing these carnivorous nichelings to attack berry bushes, saying that they get insects and other stuff off of the berry bush that they attack. But hopefully, if we can find some more bunny bros, we'll be able to live mainly off of bunnies and moles. And maybe some crabs, rather than destroying berry bushes. Alright, so we also have Safiri over here. She is gonna move on over this way to look for any more bunny bros and such. I do believe that perhaps having maybe one more litter of cubs in this area, the pride might move along this way to just try to get away from this swamp, but this area has a lot of swamp too, so eventually they might make a migration, possibly past this tree and all the way over to this edge of the island over here. It is really unfortunate with this swamp here, but we're just gonna have to make do. So, I'm gonna see if there's any prey. It doesn't seem to be any. And we're gonna have Ashanti continue to move over there. And Taj is just gonna jump right over here and get rid of some grass. And I feel like Samira would stay here instead of wandering away because of this very dangerous bird. So Ashanti's gonna move over here and search for any more prey. Doesn't seem to be any, which is a little unfortunate. And Zubiri is 6 days old. I believe he should be growing up soon, hopefully. Alright, and then Zara can move back over here. Maybe attempt to dig up a root for herself. I'm gonna continue to clear away the grass, because it will make hunting easier. There we are. And Taj is gonna move over here, followed by little Connie. And he's going to pick up this grass and tear away this root. There we are. And Zamira, the amazing first-time mom, is gonna continue watching the cubs. It is hard with this bird overhead. She can't do much hunting, which which is kind of the drawbacks of having a litter of cubs in this growing small pride. And so Ashanti is going to continue to hunt. However, it seems that Zubiri has grown his second gem. Now, for lions, this means that he has reached adolescence, and I'm going to mark him with some blue gems, kind of signaling that he is a male. And I think that Taj, seeing how much his little son has grown, hearing the stories of his mother on how to hunt and how to care for himself, I feel like Taj would finally give his son a good talk and explain that it is your time to go off on your own and make a pride for yourself. So I think with those sort of harsh, sad but promising words, Zubiri is going to say goodbye to his mother, his sisters, and his entire family, and he's going to begin to wander away. Alright, so Zubiri is going to make his way over this way, and Taj, no longer having to care for his baby son, oh, we actually got that route, is gonna continue to mark his territory. Ooh, not before we snag some more food and clear away any tall grass. And there is a bunny over here, so Safiri might be able to set up a little hunt for herself. There she is. And we do have this rogue male here, which is unfortunate. There we are. And I think Taj, seeing this rogue male in his territory, next turn may give him a few smacks as a not-so-gentle warning. Alright, and then Zara is going to continue moving. She is a slower creature. She's very, very strong, but very slow, which isn't too good. Alright. Taj is going to smell where this rogue male has went, and he is going to begin chasing him down a little bit and making sure that he stays away from his females. And then little Connie has grown her second gem, which is nice. I'm going to be marking females, pride females, with yellow gems because it reminds me of the savannah. And then Connie is actually going to wait for her mother to return. Oh, her mother might not return. That was my fault. But next turn, she is going to begin to follow one of the other huntresses and learn how to hunt. Ashanti is going to continue moving this way, looking for any prey. There is a rabbit over there, but it's a little far for my liking. And Zara can continue clearing away grass. Safiri is gonna avoid those very spiky branches and continue on this way. I love that little stump that's there in the middle. It could be a nice sort of central point. And then poor little Taj, who must set off on his own, will begin to find a new territory for himself, and if he's lucky, find a female to start his pride with. Alright. We're going to skip another day. And oh no, Zara was attacked by some bugs. We're gonna have to move her soon. Alright, we're gonna move Zamira back with her cubs. Taj is gonna keep a lookout for that rogue male who was, I'd say, invading his territory, but after a brave act by Taj, he has taken down the male. And Zamira is going to keep careful watch over her cubs, making sure that this bird stays away. And Connie, being a young huntress herself, is going to follow the other lead huntresses, or not lead huntresses, the other huntresses, and learn how to hunt for herself. And I think Zara, being infested by bugs, is going to run away and perhaps tear down this berry bush again. Alright, and then Zubiri is going to continue to move. That's actually a really good sign. There is a berry bush right there. He does have 9 strength, which is more than his father has. However, he is inexperienced. And so perhaps he would come back and challenge his father for this pride. But how I'm rolling it is a male lion's first fight. They will have an inexperienced sort of drawback, so their chances will be like 10% lower than the more experienced male. If they're both inexperienced, if they both have never fought before, they're gonna have the same chances. But because Taj is a experienced dominant male, he would have 10% more a chance. We're going to be using like a random number generator, so he'll have like a 10% more chance of winning against an inexperienced male. And then how much strength they have will determine how much more percentage they have of winning. And so Taj here with only 7 strength compared to Zubiri's 9. And so Zubiri would have 20% more chance of winning the fight compared to Taj because of his strength. However, it would be about 20% minus 10% because of the inexperience. So he'd only have about 10% more chance of winning against his father. It's a lot of math, but I just wanted to make some of the RNG a bit more realistic. And then I think Safiri, after, I wouldn't say being assigned Connie, but she's kind of taking her under her wing and showing her the ropes of providing. So they're going to begin to wander this way and search for perhaps a nice meal for the both of them. And Ashanti is going to continue moving this way as well. They're sort of arranging a nice hunting party in this peninsula. And we're going to sleep another day. We are running out of food here, which isn't so good. So we're going to have Zara attack this bush, which brings us up in food. And we're going to have Ashanti attack this bush, which will give us a bit more food. It is hard because I think that we're in a bit of a drought right now. And so it makes sense that hunting would be a bit harder. They're going to continue moving this way. Oh, and there's actually a rabbit right here. So I think Connie watching Safiri, she's going to see if Safiri can actually take this bunny down. And Safiri was successful, and so Connie is going to pick up this meat next turn, and she is slowly but surely learning how to hunt. Alright, and then the twins are still young, and so they're going to stay right by their mother's side. We're going to have Zamira continue to grab any grass and keep a close eye on her cubs. I think she's going to hop back into this comfortable nest and sort of tell stories to her little young ones on how they actually ended up on this island. And Taj is going to continue marking his borders and digging for any roots on the way. Zara is going to continue tearing up any grass she finds. And then Taj is going to continue on his way and look, hopefully, for any females. But in the meantime, since there seems to be no females here, he's going to grab himself some food off of this bush. Alright, so we're going to sleep for another night. The twins are still young. I believe they have 2 more days until they are teenagers. I think they become teens at 7 days old. So Zamira's gonna stay by their side. Connie is gonna pick up this rabbit meat, and they're gonna continue to sniff for any more prey. Ashanti's gonna tear away some of this grass that had regrown, and they might backtrack on their steps. Actually, there is a bunny this way, so we may move Safiri back. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to get that rabbit, but hopefully she can get it next turn. And then we're going to continue to move Zara away from those bugs. And Taj is going to continue to mark his borders and possibly hunt if he can. He doesn't have the best sight. As we can see, he is short-sighted. So that those genes aren't as helpful. He did pass on some short-sighted genes. But luckily none of his kids inherited the short-sighted eyes. And then Zamira is going to continue to gently move, but stay very close to her cubs. And Taj, oh, that is a Bariana. Taj is going to continue his little journey of hopefully finding any females for himself. And we are going to sleep another night. It is raining, and oh, a mole has appeared. Alright, so Zamira is going to jump over here and carefully, seeing as there's no danger in the sky, is going to hunt a nice meal for her cubs. I'm going to move them right into her protection. And there actually is a rabbit over here. Seems to be running away from us though, which isn't so good. And oh, he just went past us. And we're going to continue to pick up grass. And I think it would be Ashanti and Taj who would perhaps start thinking of having cubs with one another. Because of her great success hunting, she's really proven herself as a capable huntress. And I think that Taj has definitely taken notice of that. And Zubiri over here has actually gained his 3rd gem. He is a full adult. He has a lot of life left to him. And so I think he is going to continue to see if he can start a pride of his own rather than steal a pride from his father. And maybe he'll go back along the shore and see if he can find that bear hyena that he saw before. And Connie has actually grown her 3rd gem as well. So I think that she's going to quickly snatch up this rabbit for herself. And there actually is a Dodomingo over here. And I think that Zara would quickly kill this poor bird. And it seems the twins have finally grown their 2nd gems, so I'm going to switch those into yellow gems. And they are going to begin to make their way over to the sort of hunting grounds away from their nesting clearing. And I think that Ashanti and Taj would actually have their cubs in this nest over here. It is still a part of their sort of safe clearing. However, it would be not so smart of Ashanti to come into Zamira's nesting grounds to have cubs of her own. Considering Zamira is the lead huntress and more dominant than her, I think that it wouldn't go over very well. And so she's going to hop over here, and I'm going to roll 1 out of 5 to see how many cubs Ashanti and Taj will have in their litter. So they actually rolled a 4, and so Ashanti and Taj will breed 4 times, and Zamira and her newly grown cubs are going to continue to move towards the hunting grounds. And Safiri and her new hunting partner, Connie, are going to continue to have a lot of success hunting, actually. And Taj is going to continue to mark his borders and make sure that no rogue males may be coming towards the females. And then Zubiri is going to move towards the shore because there was a Bergina nearby, which, because these lines are so strong, hunting Berginas is really no issue for them. And they're going to continue moving this way. There is some rabbits nearby, and they're going to sleep for another night. And Ashanti and Taj's first cub was actually a male. So that isn't so good because males, much of their life is living in solitude until they can find a pride of their own. But hopefully, we can have some females soon. So I'm actually going to name this little male, how about Addix? It's a nice little deserty name. And he does have a nice deserty looking coat. He unfortunately has blind eyes recessive, and I think that might have been my fault because I didn't set Ashanti's mutations. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. And she does have big body and active, which is good, but I'd like to see some runner's leg in there because runner's leg is really helpful. And then, yes, I'd say that we're going to put runner's leg in there. And Taj's mutation menu is already set, which is good. Ashanti is going to move quickly over here. And, oh, who is this? This is a rogue male. Well, he isn't a rogue male, but in Taj's eyes, he is. So we're going to quickly hunt. We're going to chase that Dodomingo down eventually. Collect the food. Hunt. Where did that wanderer go? He's up that way. Ashanti's going to mate again. Create a nest. And Taj is going to quickly run over here and attempt to stop this male. There we are. And I think sort of taking after their mother Zamira, who will smack this intruder. Taj is going to help attack this intruder as well. And I think little Nadira, after watching both her mother and her father fiercely fight off this intruder, she's going to give him a little smack. Maybe 2 of her own. And I think Acacia is going to hop over here. Clear away some grass. We did unlock some mutations. We unlocked Claw and Ram Horns, which is good. I like the Claw. And then there is another bunny over here, but I don't believe we're going to get it. Alright. And then there's tons of bunnies eating from this bush. But, oh, there is a healing fruit as well. And it seems this Berryina has made himself 2 little friends. Wow. Uh, just surrounded by rabbits. We're going to sleep for probably one final night. And Ashanti actually had twins. She had 1 boy and 1 girl. So I think the last thing that I'm going to do this episode is name these 2. The little female, who isn't as strong as she is quick, her name will be Mesa. And the little boy, who has some beautiful spots and is quite strong, I'm going to name him Beetle, because he looks like an adorable little beetle with his spots. Alright, I think this will be the end of the episode. We had some amazing cubs, watched cubs grow, and had to say goodbye to little Sabiri over here, who may make a return if he senses that his father is growing weaker with age. However, his current priority is forming a pride of his own and furthering his own lineage. And so, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.